How to get some insane dates off of Tinder. If you're looking to get some really fucking fiery dates on Tinder and how to message girls, then you're in the right place, okay? I run Tinder accounts and this is one of my biggest fucking professions, okay? I'm one of the best. As you can see here, here's an account that I'm running for one of my guys. Here's another one, fucking Netherlands, as you can see here. 80 likes just from using the strategies that we employ and we put into his account, okay? And in this video, I'm going to be showing you some of the messages from these guys, okay? As you can see here, here's another account that I've used and I've helped a guy get to 300 likes. Now, I'm not telling you guys to fucking, you need to be a 6'2" giga chad jacked, whatever, right? This shit's going to work. That's all I'm going to say, okay? That's all I'm going to say. So in this video, I'm going to show you how that all ties in. Let's get straight into it, okay? So, kicking things off, these are my own results, obviously, right? You guys already know that. And over here, you can see I manipulated a girl into writing my name across her tits. And on the one on the left here is one of my girlfriends choking on panties that I finished on during sex. So you can imagine I get up to quite a few fucking crazy things, okay? But that doesn't matter. Some of you guys are thinking, Deni, you're 6'3", this is why you get pussy. The thing is, that's why I was showing you those guys, because those guys are average looking people, okay? And that's why I promise you, if you just listen, this will work for you. Because remember, that guy's from Netherlands. I worked with guys from India. I worked with guys all around the planet. Anyway, as you all know, I am the king of Tinder, the world's best at outsourcing and running accounts. But some of you, again, are just probably thinking you need to be 6'3", 10% body fat or whatever, just like me. You don't. I work with people from all sorts of different fucking ranges in life. Not everyone's a jacked 6-foot giga chad, okay? And you don't need to be to get pussy. I certainly wasn't when I was 17, 16, and I was still probably sleeping with more girls than the majority of the guys that are probably in their 30s, okay? Anyway, in this video, my fellow men, I'm going to show you some Tinder conversations as always. And I'll make sure you learn the psychology of how it works. And just to make sure you can't say, Deni, you get girls because of your looks, I've gathered messages from some of my less attractive men this week, okay? For the text examples, I'm going to be showing you that anyone can get results using these strategies. And the men that I'm about to show you are seriously below average to average. And I'm not going to make fun of them because they're people I help. But the truth is, if they get results, you can too. You just got to copy what I'm about to fucking teach you. So let's get straight into it in part 8 of the series. Week 8, Tinder series, a special episode with men who are just slightly below average in looks, okay? Quin and Alias, of course, and in this example, I'll be showing you how to get girls' number. And again, this guy is 5'6", gentlemen. He's 5'6". Anyway, let's get straight into it. Tactical name opener forces reply from a girl. Why? Because it intrigues mystery and incentives in a girl to reply to us. It's that simple. Never send a pickup line first. Start with the name, then a pickup line. Success rate with the name opening is 70 to 80%. You will always get a reply back with your name from the girl or her saying hello. It works. Just trust it. Now we go into our sweet pickup line. The you know what you're missing in your pictures is your universal pickup line, okay? Is a universal line for any man. If you don't know your niche and what category you fit into or any custom messages that apply to you, then you should just stick to this, okay? Obviously, having a custom line is a lot better. We do provide those to guys when we know what they look like and we do a Tinder profile review. But if you don't have anything, like if we don't know anything about you and you don't know what lines would work for you, just stick to the universal basics, okay? Now, of course, the incentive has been made using this line. She's asking, what am I missing in my pictures? This has piqued her interest in Quin, and this is what I call incentive. Something that requires an answer or an action from someone otherwise it won't leave their mind. Does that make sense to you guys? So basically, with what we just said, it forces her to think, well, what is this guy trying to say? It's like someone saying something like this to you. I need something to tell you. Oh, wait, I forgot. Or never mind. You're going to be like, wait, what was this motherfucker going to say to me? Why did they retract their statement? Why did they pull away? They're going to need an answer, and they're not going to leave you alone until they get it. And it's the same with, you know what you're missing in your pictures. The girl has to know what it is. She has to know. If she doesn't, she's going to fucking lose her mind. It's that easy. Now, close the incentive with a reinforcer, and this is to create room and opportunity for a new incentive. It's a part of the process. Me with my arms around you pushes for a date. Now, her reply is unique. It shows high interest in our 5'6" friend over here, and this is how I can rate girls' interest in a guy. If her reply is unique and it is positive towards our approach, then she's most likely going to be obsessed with our guy. It's that simple. If a girl is saying one-word messages to you, that means she's not that interested and you have to apply a different code, okay? But in this scenario, this girl is moderately interested, so it's looking good, okay? Now, the strategy here continues on forward, and it requires us for us to go for a close. And we do this by making a 2-option statement. By presenting 2 options, she is forced to pick one of those 2 options. Unless she really, really, really dislikes Quin, she'll go with none. It's basic psychology, okay? The move here is to arms around your waist or neck. Now, what do I mean by the 2-step psychology option approach? Essentially, if you're talking to someone and they give you 2 choices, would you like a cup of tea or water? Most 9 times out of 10, most people will choose one of the two. Now, people who think outside of the box, or people who just aren't on autopilot, or they're just thinking a lot about what they say and do, they're gonna be like, why the fuck am I getting two options? I don't want either of them. I don't want either of them. But most people will opt for one of the two. If you ever went in to buy a car at like a dealership or something that offer you water or tea, most people will say yeah. Some people say no. So yeah, does that make a little bit of sense? I hope it does. Anyway, the game does go dry here, guys, and she goes just for kind of neck here, so it kind of shows that she's kinky at least. But again, a one-word response is pretty fucking bad. It's a bad sign, and I'd call this a code 382 personally here. Okay, now we of course respond with code 87C, which is a code we use for our messages. We have hundreds of replies, and for this one we went for neck in the bedroom, waist in public. Why? Because girls love being shown off and physical touch, okay? They love both of these aspects. And then neck for sex, since that's our goal, okay? Because obviously we want to get what is we're looking for. We don't care about what the girl wants. Now, we had a slight spelling mistake here and said neck and neck. She corrected us. This is a small mistake on our part. But again, full transparency, no bullshit lies. We made a spelling mistake. We recovered regardless because we're prepared to deal with this shit. Again, best outsourcers on the planet. Now, our recovery is we can do neck in public too, and we own up to the typo. And this is powerful because it reaffirms our mistake, making it look like a happy mistake. Her reply does push away a bit, but it's a playful reply, okay? She goes for a rejected position, which is standard since we lost attraction with the spelling mistake. As you can see, guys, all these small things count. You would think, oh, when I'm talking to girls, doesn't really fucking matter. Absolutely, it does fucking matter, okay? It does matter. The smallest spelling mistake can fuck you up. Now, we use her desires against her here and talk about public display of affection. Girls love being fucked in public, okay? They love being fucked in public spaces and hugged. Even if it cringes us out, we have to do it, even if we want to act masculine, okay? If we want to act stoic, we still got to do it. We have to break some rules sometimes. I've had sex with girls on fields, club bathrooms. I've hugged girls in public space and walked around with my arm around them. And trust me, I'm the most stoic guy there is around my fellow brotherhood and men, okay? I don't fucking show emotions. I don't want to act loving, and a lot of them get surprised when they see me with a girl, okay? As much as charisma as I have, I do not fucking like doing this shit. Moving forward. As you can see, it works out. The code we used was brilliant. She comes back with lady in the sheets and freak in the sheets. A very sexual reply, and we can close this with ease. As you can see, things started off well. They went shit, then they went somewhat shittier, and then they went back up to being alright, and then back to the fucking high end of success. As you can see, guys, this is how fucking powerful the codes are that we use. If you had them as well, you could get incredible results. Regardless, we go for a closeout here, and we go for the number since her interest has been spiked to the very max, okay? Number retrieved, and now we plug in WhatsApp tactics to close the game for our man Quin. And obviously, it's the best outsources, we get him the fucking date, okay? Easy results like magic, and of course, a little show off for the 99 likes we got him using our profile review systems and tools. We build the best Tinder profiles, and by the way, this guy's 5'6", just to let you know. As you can see with the girl, he's literally the same fucking height as her, practically. I mean, if that doesn't tell you that you can get girls at any looks, height, age, ethnicity, or whatever, you're fucking deluded, bro. You just gotta know what you're doing. You just gotta have me in your back pocket. It's that easy. Anyway, rotation sets up from Frank. This is how we get rotations, baby. If you're wondering how you can share girls on a consistent basis, then this is how you do it. Name opening, same as the first example, nothing fancy, same pace as usual. Just like that, we got one of our 3 golden replies, yes, your name, or a question. Now, the universal daddy pickup line that works for any guy, and this guy is an average guy as well, 5'9" in looks, and he has a regular physique. He's not jacked, he's not crazy looking, he's 5'9". Now, first reply from her looks strong and good, and you say her reply out loud, you can tell it's flirty from the tonality. I can read this, well, because of my experience. It's that simple, okay? She's literally saying, oh yeah, what's that, okay? If you look at that from my perspective, someone who's done this for a very long time, I can tell this girl's already into this guy. This is another code, 87C. Anyway, we still hold composure, and we go for our typical closure. You know, the whole thing about incentives, that's the idea, the one that I explained earlier. Now, she goes for a very enthusiastic reply, which is perfect. No refusals with this one, because we built him a killer Tinder profile. Again, I am the best closer for Tinder in the world. I build you a profile, you're going to get fucking more than 80 likes. Easy. Keeping the style consistent, what do we do, my fellow gentlemen, okay? What's the reply, okay? Without looking, you guessed it, arms around your waist or neck it is. If you're learning, then you got it right. If you didn't get it right, you should probably watch some more videos. Anyway, moving forward. She replies with a curveball, but it's still good. She wants both, meaning our counter works even better than usual. As I said, real curveball though, since she said I prefer neck, but either works. This is good for us, but most of you would see this and not know what to say, okay? Most of you would just be like, wait, what would I say here? The thing is, because of this curveball, we change it up and we change our offer and present the idea of making our hands her necklace and use style of texting. So instead of saying, oh, waist and neck in public, we're going to say, my hands could be your new necklace. And of course, she agrees to reply, and it is a very low IQ reply. It has no effort in it. But this is how girls are when they want you, okay? They want you to think for them. If they like you, they're going to turn their brain off. They're just going to let you do all of the work for them. They like to be feminine. They like to embrace their childlike energy of not caring. Anyway, we change incentives with what is her favorite position, and it's time to make it sexual for Frank. She gives us an incentive, meaning we have to guess. Okay? We have to guess, okay? And of course, we need to counter her incentive using one of our moves. So we asked her what her favorite position is. She's trying to make us play the incentives game, which is really funny for a girl, I'll be honest with you. But she probably did this unintentionally, so that's probably why that's happened. Anyway, we do this by making an assumption. With the new style of texting, we display sexual competence, and we tell her that we know all about the tricks in good sex and every single trick in the book, and that we will break her in the process. A very hot situation for a girl. Of course, girls love being roughed up and used in the bedroom, and she proves my claim by agreeing to our message. As you can see here, we gave her a sexual description here of what we're going to do to break her, and she said, I like it, rough, that's good. So, as you can see, guys, girls love being roughed up in sex. They love being used, they love being broken, okay? The woman that even the most closest to you and you think they're the most innocent creatures on the planet, I assure you, when it comes to the bedroom, no matter who it may be, they would love for a man to dominate them, okay? It's just basic fucking biology. Women need to be dominated in the bedroom. It's not even a fucking cancel kind of concept, bro. There is no dominant woman. If your girl is dominating you in the bedroom, something's wrong. Seriously, something is really wrong. Anyway, moving forward. We make another assumption here to demonstrate sexual competence to the fullest, and this is proof of a good strategy in action. We describe a sexual vision to her, and we make a great assumption on her tastes and kinks. The assumption works well, and she now believes that we like the same kinks as her, and that we can read her mind. This is the power of the framework. If you do something called mirroring, and you do something called assumptions, and combine the two, holy fuck, you're going to have a fucking absolute monstrosity of a strategy. Girls will be all over you. Seriously, they will be all over you. Anyway, now we go for a rewarding incentive, and we prepare her, but basically what we say is, prepare for 8 inches of rough sex now, of course, and if you're not 8 inches, guys, you can lie, okay? You can round it up, or as always, use your logic and common sense. If you're 5'9", you say you're 5'11". If you're 5'11", you say you're 6'1". Same for your dick sizes. I made this guy say he's 8 inches in dick size. Now, I want you guys to use your brain and imagine what his actual dick size is based off of what I've told you, and do the same thing for yourselves, okay? Have you thought of it? Alright, moving forward. Anyway, she's getting wet over text, and this shows how powerful the game is. Now she's imagining Frank's 8-inch dick inside of her. That tells you how powerful this trick really is. Now, of course, we ask for the number, and as you can see in the screenshot, we secure, lock it in, and to WhatsApp, we fucking go. Now, of course, the first tactical injection... Anyway, the first tactical injection on what am I saving your contact as maneuver is a classic with smooth frameworks like no other, okay? Nothing counters what we're about to do. Nothing beats this. If you use a strategy, I assure you, you will get incredible results. Now, like a good girl, she lets us decide, and she expresses she's wet for Frank with the expression at the start. She literally goes, multiple M's. I'm not going to say that because it sounds so autistic, but basically she's just moaning and on text, and she's saying whatever you want. This is good for us. This shows that she's into Frank in a massively, massively good way. Anyway, now we go for an incentive-based reply and tell her we're going to save her as wifey, but if you're not wifey, then we won't save you as that, okay? Now she's going to prove herself. It's basic psychology. People chase validation if you make them do so. Now, as you can see, she wants wifey, and her being considerate good girl, she's even asking what she should save Frank as. And of course, a risky reply, a bolder move, we tell her to do it as daddy based off of the codes we've read from her. Her submissive code is revealing itself more and more from this, and I can determine she's a girl that loves being used and told what to do in the bedroom. She's not the bratty type of girl, she's more submissive, okay? Some girls are bratty, some girls are more submissive. Girls are very different to their own codes. If you've had sex with a lot of girls for a long time, consider taking a BDSM test or something. You might figure a thing or two about yourself. Anyway, now we change the conversations and we tell her that she has to cook for us, otherwise we won't spoil her or make her a good girl. Now her bratty side does come in here, and as I discussed, this is some kink that girls have, And of course, being brats with enough sexual experience, you can tame girls like this, okay? You're gonna learn how to tame some girls. You tame them by being rough, spitting in their mouth, slapping their ass, choking them, pulling on their hair, pulling. It's quite a deep rabbit hole to get into. You can pour boiling hot wax, you can do all sorts of shit. I'm not gonna get too much into it because YouTube would simply just be like, bro, what are you doing? You can't do that. Like, that's not okay. And some of the guys watching this that are older probably feeling a little uncomfortable. I get it, okay? But in the bedroom, the arts are unlimited, all right? So yeah, she wants to know more of how we will punish her. As you can see, imagination is the key to women. Give them that and they give you their heart. As you can see here, I might have to spank you a little bit, sometime then or whatever. Or yes, please, what else are you going to do? She wants to know more. She wants to know more because she's obsessed. She wants to know more. And we, of course, conceal our intentions to make sure we save the surprise for tonight, therefore creating incentive for her to come and see Frank for sex. Now, she wants to know, of course, what it is that we're withholding, but we must keep that information to ourselves and only tell her breadcrumbs to really bring her and reel her in, okay? You gotta use breadcrumbs. Now, we, of course, now release the breadcrumbs telling her we may tell her, we may not. Now, she has a bit of a dry reply here, but we have a recovery phase for this situation. We get Frank to call her using our scripts, and this is a trick in how you can build rapport fast as fuck with a girl for fast sex. Seriously. This is how you're going to get some really quick and easy sex. Now, she confirms the call, nothing more. She can now say, we get a call in, okay? She confirms the call that now it's time for for Frank to call her. That's it, okay? The call was 5 minutes long, basically, and it was all about sex and kinks and to prepare her for the bedroom. I won't reveal the full details because I've got to keep some of the secrets and tactics on the inside, guys, okay? I can't tell you everything on YouTube. I've got to hold a bit back. Otherwise, YouTube's going to take me down, and then everyone's going to use the strategies. If everyone uses strategies, girls are going to figure out, and they're going to be like, wait, this is how guys act now. We got to change the way we act. And I'm going to tell you a funny story real quick. There was a girl that actually caught one of my guys out for watching my channel because he used certain pickup line that is very infamous on my channel. You guys can guess what it is. Anyway, moving forward. We send her a BDSM test, of course, since this girl does BDSM. She confirms in the call to change up pace and game. And then boom, she sends the results, and now we can make assumptions on her and get her prepared for sex. As you can see here, oof, I was right. Submissive, rope bunny, degrady, masochist, and 63% brat. I was right. She's a girl that loves being told what to do. It's pretty fucking simple as that. Anyway, now our response with a helpful note from Frank is him holding a rope for sex, and he captioned it, I should use this on you, and this is the power of pictures, baby. If you want to build rapport and trust with a girl, start sending her some pictures, my man, because that's going to get her wet on the spot. Now, as you can see, she opens up to the idea of it and falls for it, and this proves to you how important sexual competence is. A lot of you guys are thinking, I don't need to know all of this information about sex. I can just fucking have sex with a girl vanilla. Truth is, a lot of girls have high body counts these days. If you have vanilla sex, it's probably going to bore the absolute living fucking shit out of her. So you better fucking step your game up, guys, because shit like that ain't working no more. Anyway, we ask what she's going to wear, and we go for a deeper reply for the date. We're just trying to push for the date now, because now it's getting boring. Now, she gives us the choice, which puts the ball in our court, and we can play around with this a lot, and this is a good reply for us. So obviously, we said, what are you going to wear? I'm not sure yet. What do you think? Now, we tell her to wear a sexual outfit, making sure she knows it's friends with benefits situation and we want sex, nothing more. We don't want her to wear a long dress. We don't want to wear anything modest, no hoodies and baggy jumpers and baggy trousers. No. She's coming in a short skirt and she's going to get fucked on the same night. Now, of course, she does counter our idea because she's a human, of course, and presents a potential objection, but she still confirms the date and wants to see Frank. So it works for us. It's not a sweat, okay? It's not a problem. She confirms the date, but obviously she's on a date. She's already at the library. She's not really going to be able to come in some sexy, skimpy clothing, okay? You got to remember, girls are people too, okay? At the end of the day, you can't expect them to fucking cut out their entire day for you when they've never met you before. On the other hand, if you've met a girl, she's your girlfriend, she's in your rotation, oh boy, I've made girls quit their fucking jobs to see me. Seriously. And I've had plenty of other guys that I've worked with achieve the same results, okay? I'm not going to name any names, but bro, you can get a girl to worship you after you've had sex and you've done the right fucking strategies. Anyway, she settles on a time for the date, and this is when things get serious. This is where the date is going to happen, and a time is laid out by her. We close it here and tell her when she's ready, let us know, and we don't pester for now. Guys, get on your fucking purpose at this stage of the game. Just leave it at that, okay? She's getting ready. The date is a little while away, okay? She said 9:30. At the time of these texts, it was literally 6:30, okay? So he just has to wait, relax, and let us do the texting. he can just go on his purpose, he can fuck another girl, whatever, okay? Because this guy's got a rotation of several girls. He can literally see 3-4 girls in a day, but at this point, honestly, for me, my personal experience, seeing that many girls in a day is too much. I'll be honest with you. It's way too much. Anyway, now it's been a little while since we asked for a location, and now we double check the location, we reconfirm it again so we can send an Uber her way. Okay? We didn't say to her, are you ready yet? Or are you done yet? Because that comes off as simpy. You don't want to say that. What you're going to say is, what's your location? I'll call you an Uber. You want to come in with when you text a girl, you need to have a reason why you're texting her. And a good reason in this situation is to say, what's your location? I'm going to send you an Uber. Because there's been like a 3-hour gap. As you can see here, there was a long time gap. And that's because obviously there was nothing to say. If you text a girl for no reason in between the date, for no fucking reason at all, she's going to flake on you, okay? Now, she tries being sweet, offering to walk, but as a gentleman, we will use the Uber whore tactic, turn her into our Uber little slag. As cool as that sounds for some of you guys, that is the actual name behind it. We actually call it the Uber whore strategy. It was actually invented by one of our guys. He taught us it. He was like, yo guys, can I get a girl Ubered to my house for sex? I really don't want to see her. I just want girls to come to my place. And I was just like, you know, I've never actually done that before, but let's try it. We tried it, and every single girl he fucks now, literally we just Uber them straight to his house. We book him the fucking Uber, bro, to the house. We literally text the girl on his behalf. We do all of the Tinder messages. We built his Tinder profile. He's not even logged in anymore. He doesn't care. And we literally just get the girl's location, Uber her to his place. Boom, that's it. And the guy's just like, oh, you guys packaged me another girl to have sex with. Thank you very much. I'm not even being sarcastic. That's how well this shit works. And now we use it for other guys. So obviously we double down on it and we ask for a location as I continue on with the text. And you can see, of course, her being a girl, she doesn't know locations. I'm kidding. But yeah, girls don't think for themselves. It's just their nature. Okay, don't fucking cancel me for that, please. I'm joking. I don't give a fuck, bro. Anyway, she sends her location here. I can't obviously show you this, but yeah, you can imagine that whatever is in that screenshot is her fucking location. Anyway, she confirms her arrival in 10 minutes, and it's all set in place. As you can see, he made her into his pet wolf or some weird shit like an Ewok, as he calls it. And results for this one is predicted as always. I am the best Tinder closer in the planet. No one comes close to my service. Anyone that works with me, anyone that uses my advice, anyone that gets a profile review is going to get results. Why? Because I'm the best closer on the planet. There is no one that comes close to what I do. I am literally a magician when it comes to this shit, okay? I do black fucking magic. I've helped guys that are 5'6". I've helped guys that are 5'2" in India. No one comes close. Anyway, Smith's post-sex talk. This is how you tease a girl after you fuck her. So you guys are learning how to talk to girls on a rotation and shit. This is for you, okay? Just for some context, again, this is a texting scenario with him meeting her for some sex. They've had sex already plenty of times, so now it's just casual trolling text. That's all it is. Okay, she invites him to come fuck and even spam calls. As you can see here, the game is completely different with rotation. When rotation does spam you, literally, as you can see, no, I'm inside the building. Do you want to just sleep next to me? Spam call. She's literally inviting him for sex. Do you see the difference in a rotation? Completely different game. Okay, girls in a rotation will treat you like a king. Now we air her and just ask what she's doing to get some easy sex. We literally just said, "What are you doing?" Like, I don't give a fuck what you're doing, bro. Like, I just want to have sex. She said. She rejects it playfully and she says sleeping since he fucked her and dipped, but this is normal, okay? This is standard. If you fuck a girl and you dip, it's gonna hurt her ego. That's just how it is. But of course, you gotta play around it. Now, she blocks him because post-sex Smith walks out on her with no comfort and rotations are tough work, but we teach how to deal with this on the inside because we build the very best rotations. She unblocks him, as you can see, a single tick in the first message, and now she asks what he's doing. This girl is a bit bratty and very playful. Not a good girl for rotation, but she's a hot one, and Smith liked her, okay? Some girls are going to be bratty, and you got to know what you're doing. So obviously, she blocks him, as you can see, single grey tick, and then she unblocks him, asking, what are you doing right now? Now, obviously, we go for an arrogant reply, keeping frame, and we say, are you thinking about me, to push a responsibility onto her. She gets hurt by this, of course, and she goes, wrong person, oops. Now, of course, Smith fucked her a few times, so he confirms it up and ignore her. Because watch what happens. She asks again if Smith is free tonight, showing the power of what happens when you ignore a girl after you fuck her. It's a classic theory I discussed in my older videos of psychology of girls, which Adil Ops covers in his channel now. I've stopped doing psychology for now because text is more important. Anyway, we of course go for an arrogant closer again and tell her, you're still missing me, to hold frame. We don't want to lose frame with a bratty girl like this. You gotta stay masculine, okay? Now, she of course admits, and this is finally the full power of the frame, okay? This is how the framework works. You can see here, We held our frame very well, and look at this. A little maybe. Now watch. We tell her to ask nicely and make her a good little sex toy for Smith. Now she plays around it, of course, and we still hold frame. We don't give in ever. She said, nicely for what? What should I ask nicely for? She fucking knows what she needs to ask nicely for. What is this Izzy chick trying to say? Now obviously we say, for me, and we confirm it. We make it as obvious as possible. This bitch belongs to us. We're gonna fuck her. We're gonna use her. You just gotta fucking own up to it, okay? And she went, okay, how? And this is her playing dumb. Guys, you just gotta keep holding your frame. Don't let her walk over you or you'll lose respect. Look at how irritating this is for some of you guys. This is why I text on his behalf, because he probably would have cracked and caved in. And then obviously we put the ball in her court and we tell her that we're going to ignore her and that's how it works. We hold fucking frame, okay? We say to her, you're a smart girl, you're going to figure it out, okay? I keep saying it because most men don't fucking hold frame and they become weak and they give up and they start texting like a little beta male bitch, okay? Hold your frame, guys, please. Anyway, as you can see, she gives in and asks nicely like a good girl and she says, please, can you meet me? Some manners, finally, okay? Now we confirm the date and it's time for him to fuck her again for the 9th time. Seriously, the 9th time. I'm not even sure how he's not bored of a girl. After I fuck a girl 3 times in a row from Tinder or even like at the club, if it's been 3 or 4 times, I'm like, that's enough of that girl. I'm going to see another girl. I can't be bothered, okay? I've gotten to the stage of the game where I've lost track of my body count, and I can imagine that a lot of guys at my stage of the game are the same. A lot of the young guys keep track of their body counts. I've had some guys book calls with me, schedule calls in with me, and they ask, Deni, I have a body count of this, and I want a body count of this. What's your body count? I'm like, what the fuck is a body count? I've actually, like, just genuinely lost track of mine, and I genuinely think, what the fuck is a body count anymore, bro? I just sleep with girls for fun, bro. Like, I genuinely do not care about these superficial numbers anymore. It's gotten to that stage of the game. But anyway, she changes the time around, and she discusses why this looks legit, and now she has an actual reason. So she just said, just having some hash browns XX, waiting for them to cook. Maybe an hour. So basically she wants to see him in an hour. And she changes time around and discusses it. So it looks alright. She actually has a legitimate reason. She's not flaking. Now we make fun of her, of course, for not sharing the food with Smith, which is just flirting. Now she throws a curveball and she says she's with friends, but she still wants sex with Smith, so it's a bit weird. As you can see, when you're rotation, you can have sex with girls at any point in time. You don't need to worry about rules when you're in a rotation. If you had a rotation, you can get away with many, many things. Now, girls break rules for guys in a rotation. It's normal. This is why we build you rotations and not just one girl. We do it all. We do rotations. We have guys with long-term partners, short-term partners, friends with benefits, getting hookups. What else is there that you fucking could imagine? If you're trying to rebound from your ex, we'll help you with that. Bro, this is what we specialize in. Building Tinder profiles, we specialize in that. Texting girls on your behalf, we specialize in that. Teaching you the texting strategy, we specialize in that. Psychology and manipulating, getting girls through dark psychology, we specialize in that. All of these topics we've covered for nearly 10 years. If you look at when I started my channel, 2015, this is why I'm so fucking good at what I do. Anyway, our service is king, and as you can see here, she goes for kinky talk, and she starts talking about sausages, asking me to dig down at his place. So she's literally saying, I'm going to have to come and see you at yours. So it's pretty simple. Of course, we still play the frame because Smith chooses to fuck another girl in his rotation and shouldn't see her as hot. Smith didn't want to bring this stinky sket to his house. He was just like, guys, I don't want to see this one tonight. I'd rather see another one. So we texted her instead. But obviously with this one, we still kept the texters up because it's fun. Anyway, he messes with her and she sends her a pic of a friend who's clearly fat and ugly, kind of evil from her. So you can see her thighs are chunky. I won't show the full pic because I'm not even that evil. She's violating her own friend. So obviously, we said to her, good, your friend can join in. So we're just fucking around with her. And then she sends a picture of her friend is because she's a fat pig. Holy fuck. But that is evil. Imagine sending a picture of your best friend, bro. That's kind of wild. Anyway, we go easy on her and tell her we don't want her to be lonely, of course. And she keeps begging to see him at his place. But Smith is settled for another girl tonight, as I already explained. Now, Smith trolls her a bit and talks about bacon. And you'll see why now. This is really, really clever and really funny. She falls for it, of course. And we tell her to essentially find it and play our joke with her. We're just messing with her at this point. Smith is seeing another girl. He's probably texting this while he's fucking another girl. Like, this is how easy it is when you have the abundance mindset. Anyway, she gets annoyed and doesn't like where it's going, but Smith has options. He does not give a fuck because our service is built on a rotation of hot girls. Okay, he doesn't give a fuck. Now she asks, why did he want the bacon? And this is where our joke kicks in. We tell her it reminds her of us. And why did she think this? Well, because the pussy is like bacon. This is going to mess with her ego. This is going to mess with her head. This is going to fuck with her. Okay, some of you guys are too much of a pussy to say this, but if you say to a girl that bacon, your pussy's like bacon, she's going to have a mental breakdown. She's going to start crying. But guess what? You fucked already. It's funny. Who cares? Now she's taken aback, and this shows that women are very insecure, and she even turns herself into a little slut after being roasted, saying, "Are you free tonight?" She literally wants to fuck him after being literally, she just got roasted and toasted because bacon reminds you of your pussy. Excuse me, bacon. Why bacon of all things? Oh, are you free tonight? Can you come dick me down, Smith? Please, daddy, please. Like, girls have no respect for themselves. This is why we're so good at what we do, because we know how to exploit this system. We know how to get girls, okay? Now, obviously, do you see why rotations matter so much? You can get a girl to do anything. She will beg to suck you off. Seriously. Now, obviously, what we sent here is, I'll see what I can do if you come to my place. We're literally just trying to get her down to his place. Now, she says, I'm at a seat tonight and Smith has to see her there. This is a power rotations. You want one? Then schedule your free strategy call in and with us, and we can show you how to basically get a full Tinder profile review. What we'll do is, we'll do a profile review on your Tinder. We'll help you get to 99 likes as a bonus. And we'll help you with your messages. We'll review them. We'll see the strategies. And, bro, we'll plug them in. And I'll have you in a video like this, bro. If you want to be, obviously. So if you really want to support me, then that's how you can do it. You can let me use your text message in a video. That simple. Anyway, as always, that's the end of the texting series for this video and this episode. And texting girls can be complicated for some of you guys, but I hope this video made it a little bit easier and made it less complicated. Now, again, if you want to support me and provide me with some more content to keep making these series, then feel free to book that free strategy call down below with us and show me your text, and I'll review a Tinder profile and run it for you and completely do it at my discretion so that I can get some cool videos out and help other people. Now, with my advice, I guarantee you, if you text girls just like this, you're going to get the fucking results, okay? As you can see here, these are classical Deni Ops text messages. These go dated back way back when, and some of you guys will remember this. These are some of the craziest text messages. Now, I want you guys to know something. Right now, it's December, okay? It's the end of the new year. And no bullshit motivation. If you haven't achieved the goals you wanted to this year, that's because you haven't taken action and you're sat there and literally a Stacy's of a frozen mindset. I'm not going to waste your time on bullshit you and try and motivate you. I'm just going to tell you, if you want results, you got to take action. No bullshit red pill garbage guru things. I'm not a fucking guru. I have no courses to sell you. None of that shit, okay? However, I do have one thing to tell you. If you want results like this, you just got to put the work in. You got to just listen to what I tell you in the video. You can speak to me about your problems. I'm here for you because I actually care about my audience. Anyway, that's all for today. Happy holidays, my friends. Have a fucking lovely Merry Christmas. And I will probably see you in next week if I'm not fucking licking caviar off some girl's tits or something. Anyway, see you around.